Good morning, people. What's going on? Today I'll be reviewing three episodes, like not reviewing, I'll be doing three episodes, out of which already two are done. It's around 9 a.m. here in Dhaka, 10 past 9. I'm very, very happy. I woke up, I didn't have enough proper sleep, but I was very excited because yesterday our cricket team, won the ODI series. If you follow cricket, one day international cricket means 50 overs game. And cricket is a sport, I understand, not in very popular or huge in USA or Europe, but it's coming up. So our biggest achievement, I think, so far was beating India, our neighboring country, which is a much stronger team in every aspect. They have a rich board, and we always lose to them in the World Cup stage. So it was unbelievable how they beaten India yesterday, and well played India also. Massive respect to Rohit Sharma, played with a broken thumb, right? And he almost achieved it. We got like almost heart attack, like last ball, if he hit a six, he won. But anyway, that's not the thing, but the happiness was real. I couldn't sleep all night thinking of it. It was a crazy day, crazy day. So I decided to do this last episode of 10 fragrances, where I'm going to feature perfection 10 out of 10 fragrances. And these are to me. Understand this. I'm not saying this is a universal truth. Like, these fragrances are not going to be maybe 100% same way for you, because sometimes I see people I say Dior Homme Intense, which is not featured here today. You guys know Dior Homme Intense is Dior Homme Intense. It's always there. But some people do say Dior Homme Intense is just an okay fragrance. Maybe to Joy it's like a niche quality perfume or his favorite, but I don't find it special. Some people have to say that, right? But there are some fragrances which is about emotion. I'll tell you 10 picks from different companies, perhaps, yes. And then these are, to me, perfection. Okay, this is how fragrance games beauty is. To some people it's a treasure, some people it's trash, right? But I believe this fragrance is not going to be trash to many. At least you'll have some respect for them. So these are not the most beast mode perfume. Some of them are, but it's the composition, the way they smell. Okay, so I'll go number 10 all the way to number 1. Number 10 is a fragrance, the most common man's fragrance at this moment, but it's the most polished version of it. This is called Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. This is the Parfum version. This is the highest concentration apart from the oil. This one, some of you will be disappointed with the opening if you are really used to the harsh, dark opening, that smoky batches of Aventus light feel with that silver atomizer, which is the vintage. I have it, but what I enjoy most from these new ones, EDP special limited edition, this one Parfum, I enjoy them because of their composition. The opening until the end, really long lasting. It's more polished. The lemon is really nice. You don't get that much of pineapple from this, but you get this kind of a fruity hint of darkness with the dry down, like Aventus, but it's not as good quality as Aventus. But for the price, it's really good. It's one of my fragrances that I hyped in Bangladesh. It got massively popular. I take credit all the time. This one should are my legacy. So this fragrance now is really expensive, like $50 something for 150 ml of a Parfum version. But I like this. I think this is the one I would recommend to anybody and everybody right now. You can get the EDT, but this one is the ultimate CDNIM. So number 10, Club de Intense Man. Any occasion, one fragrance will do all year round. Okay, beautiful fragrance. No matter how much hatred it gets, I think this is a perfection because of how much it covers. It's like an all-rounder, right? So number 10. Number 9, this is where controversy will start. Some of you will be like, this one is not 10, bro. This is more like 5 because it's so expensive. It doesn't last. I understand, but I'm not doing that today. I'm doing what makes me feel. Okay, number 9 is Aqua Di Gio. This fragrance makes me feel good old times. It's such a classic, and I think some of my good friends, they do agree with me, like Jeffrey, I think from USA. Jeffrey, I think Pittman, yeah, he's like I think he said it, or one of the brothers said it, that he finds this one as the best of the whole line in terms of the smell. So why is this such a classic fragrance still? This is a modern formulation, not a vintage. Okay, the vintage used to last 8 to 10 hours as a freshie, but this one, I would say nowadays with the modern formulation, you don't get more than 3 to 4 hours, but the way it makes you feel, that oceanic waves, that cooling vibes, the sea notes, a little bit of I think citrus, fruity, a little bit of spicy. This is like a spicy aquatic with a hint of pepper, like a spicy aquatic with that marine notes, right? So you can get Perielis red, but that's kind of synthetic. Even though it's a longer lasting one, but in terms of composition, nothing beats Aqua Di Gio. So to me, this is a perfection of a fragrance. Even if you do not get the best performance, not everything is going to perform the same. But Aqua Di Gio OG, it's a perfection in a bottle. That's number 9. Number 8, I'll show you one of my favorites for sure. This fragrance has been a trusted buddy of mine over the years. This is my 3rd bottle. I haven't used it yet, but this is a full bottle of a fragrance. I have my older bottle, which has a little bit 10 ml left. That finishes, I'll open this. This is Givenchy Pi. This fragrance doesn't get enough credit in the community, okay? This has to be one of the most creative looking bottles. This is a tester, that's why all the writing, but if you don't have a tester, it will look like this with the modern formulation. And then smaller Pi means it's a vintage. But be mindful, this one has a lot of fakes. I have seen one fake. One of the guys brought it to me and I couldn't believe it, right? But Givenchy Pi, buy from original sources, is still available. Not the most expensive one. It's like mid-budget designer perfume with a beautiful bottle. So this is not where it ends. This fragrance is super long lasting. Second thing is, it has a boozy vanilla, sort of like a burnt sugar kind of a smell to it. One of the most unique fragrances. I absolutely adore it. This I rate very highly. Givenchy is a brand, I think one of the most criminally underrated brands. They have a lot of good fragrances. This is one of them. Givenchy Pi, one of the best designer perfumes of all time. Number 7, recent times I bought a modern formulation. Plenty happy with it. I don't need a vintage of it anymore. Valentino Uomo. This is the new formulation with the new packaging. You can see this cap is different, doesn't have that ugly stopper no more. This one is hell of a fragrance, okay? I could have shown you Dior Homme Intense very easily. It's an easy pick for me. It's a perfection 10. This is a fragrance people must try. So much class. It's more expensive than even sometimes some of the other upper higher end designer brands. Valentino is not cheap, okay? This fragrance, even if you get discounted, is gonna be $75, okay? US dollars I'm talking about, okay? And it's not the longest lasting. So why is this here? The way it makes you feel. This one, man, that chocolatey vibe, that iris, really nice spread too. I can spray this all day. I'll always enjoy. I never get bored of this scent profile. Basically, if you like lipsticky smells, if you like a little bit of a chocolatey vibe, and a hint of like brightness of perhaps an orange or something, just a classy little fragrance. I remember loving every single iris perfume that I reviewed. This has been a guy that I didn't say 10 out of 10. I always prefer the Valentino Uomo Intense over this, but recent times, the versatility of this, the new version especially, it just pops, okay? This is such a good, stunning perfume. You can have the older version of this one. Both are equally good, but I prefer this by a bit, okay? Valentino Uomo, check it out. The whole line is a gem. That's number 7. Number 6. This fragrance is a modern day, like it will get some hatred. Like this brand, the bottle, the line. People talk about it like, no man, this is like a disgrace for a fragrance line. This is what some people say. But the other side, there's a huge fan following. Okay, there's a huge like a fan base of this fragrance line, which is 1 million by Paco Rabanne. And I think my recent time favorite is this one, the Elixir version. Paco Rabanne 1 million Elixir. I got a massive 200 ml. This is one of the best modern day release if you're into sweet perfumes. It's a sweet fragrance. It's not synthetically sickeningly sweet, but it's sweet. And it has vanilla. Some people say tobacco. I get a bit of both once in a while, but it's more like stronger with you, like those kind of DNA. But so nice. It's so beautiful. You need to smell this once, okay? Like, I just want you to go and try it. Never blind buy a perfume like, hey, Joy said it's good, go buy it. You may not like it. No. But I like it, okay? 1 million Elixir. Nowadays, I'm a lot more committed, and when I say stuff, I say with a lot more commitment because I really believe. I'm like, why should I be shy? Number 6, 1 million Paco Rabanne Elixir. This is a beautiful perfection of a fragrance, okay? Now, the other 5. It's not really by ranking or anything, but you can see how it goes. Number 5, my signature scent, Dior Homme Intense 1. Before that, Hugo Boss Bottled. I bought 200 ml. It was like a dream for me to own this big bottle. When I was in college, my dad used to have 200 ml, and then I used to have a small little 30 ml bottle. It used to finish so fast because you need to spray it all day. So Hugo Boss Bottle, it's a DNA. You cannot deny. Even if you smell it today, it will remind you of good times. It reminds me of New Year's, Christmas, like well-lit city. And it's like a classic DNA. You smell it on guys, like sophisticated guys, nice guys, young people, mature guys. It's such a fragrance. It's soul. Still, you see the biggest poster of Hugo Boss Bottled when you visit a shopping mall. That's why it's a classic. It's a top seller. This is my best Hugo Boss fragrance from like all over the whole house. I love this the most because of sentimental reasons. This is number 5, perfection, 10 out of 10 in my humble opinion. But you can try the Boss Bottled EDP Intense if you want more performance. Number 4, Amouage Interlude Man. After a long time, I'm featuring Blue Beast. I have quite a decent amount of juice left here. I think about 20 ml or so. Nowadays, I wear the other brother more. Where is my other brother? Black Iris, okay? This is more soothing and more wearable version, more upper class version, if I may say so, of Interlude Man, Blue Beast. But I'm featuring this today because if not for this one, I would not discover the Interlude Black Iris or anything. This was my first love from this house. I reviewed a lot of Amouage. I used to own a lot of Amouage. I have quite a few left. Thing is, I don't know how I fell in love with this perfume. I'm telling you a story, right? This fragrance, when I wear, people get scared of me. I used to once, I think I sprayed once like 17 to 20 something sprays, and sort of like I scared away people from a restaurant. Everybody left. They couldn't take the that oregano, the leather, the oud, the smoke. It's known for that. It's notorious for that. But somehow, like just like Kouros, Ted Lapidus, this fragrance I could get a grip on, and I sort of pull it off like with a lot of confidence. I love it. I got a grip on this fragrance. But if you do not know how to wear this, it will wear you. Okay, you'll get what I mean. And I was always in love with Interlude Man. It's such a stunning perfume. It's the most aggressive, perhaps it's the most scary fragrance of all time, perhaps, but I love it. Okay, to me it's a sweetheart. Okay, I will never ever leave this out of my collection. Interlude Man by Amouage. Number 3, this DNA, Dolce & Gabbana The One. Nothing, like I don't need to say anything anymore. Everybody knows this fragrance. This is a classic. Even till today, in weddings, when anniversary, the ladies, the wives, even the girlfriends, during the New Year's, what's that occasion? Valentine's Day. I see people gifting this to their boyfriends or their partner. Why? Because they love smelling this on their man. This smells like a man. This smells like grapefruit, ginger, tobacco, tropical fruit punch, and all those things, Such a beautiful DNA. I cannot ever fall out of love with this perfume. And this is the original, that's why I like it the most. I have gone through a couple of bottles. I have the whole line basically, but this one is a perfection for me. Okay, the DNA, it's undeniably sexy. Okay, just check it out, Dolce & Gabbana The One EDT. Number 2, another masterpiece. This fragrance I'm always scared to use, because if I run out of this, I'll never find this exact bottle. Guerlain, L'Instant de Guerlain, Extreme. I think that's the whole name. Purom, right? So this is called LIDGE. Why is this popular? Why is this here? Because I love it. Okay, some of you really love it who understood it with the dark ridges, the whole story and legacy. There was this another formulation with the transparent side, then you change it to the taller bottles. This is still available, but I think it's called Intense or something, which is good, but not as good as this. This is bitter cacao, chocolate, patchouli, man. This fragrance, I think this is more sophisticated version of Dior Intense, if there's any such thing. Okay, so LIDGE, check out my review, Guerlain, L'Instant de Guerlain, Extreme. Okay, that's definitely a perfection. And I'll finish with this note. Sometimes I tell you about dreams come true. When you want something really bad, you'll encounter it. You may have to pay a lot of money for it, which I did for this fragrance. And I reviewed it a long time back, I think twice. Once from sample, other one from a bottle. And I never really owned it. And when it was completely gone from market, I was craving for it. This is a Tom Ford that I got yesterday. And I paid a lot of money for it. But I've been wanting this fragrance like many other fragrances that I want so bad, like YSL M7, which I cannot find anymore. Gucci Rush, I cannot find anymore. But someday I think I will. This fragrance is called Tom Ford Noir Anthracite or Anthracite. Some people say Anthracite. This is one of the most gorgeous little spicy fragrances. Most mysterious ones. It's the weird little fragrance which did not sell well. Mind you, this was not like Tom Ford Noir Extreme, Black Orchid, or some of the top, their private collection. Like Tom Ford has some of the bigger collections, but to me, this is one of the top 3 fragrances of Tom Ford. Tobacco Vanille, Tuscan Leather, and this are in my top 3. Okay, figured that. And then Black Orchid, and then also Noir What's the other one? Noir. Some of the other ones, they're really good, but I really feel some of the designers Tom Ford pushed out there in the market are some of the best fragrances. This one now is expensive, but when it was released, it was not super expensive. It was part of the designer line, and they have discontinued it. If you cannot find this, try Bulgari's Bulgari's Man Terra Essence, or you can go something like Philippe Plain No Limits, but they're not going to give you the 100% feel of this one. This is a fragrance, which is why I'm doing this list, okay? If you never tried it, try it. Some people are so scared of it, they can pull it off. My good friends, they say sometimes, like Thomas, I was so scared of this fragrance, man. I'll tell you one thing. If you put this on, if you can actually pull it off, this is one of the best, most creative fragrances Tom Ford ever put out there, okay? Get a small bottle. It's going to cost you lesser money, but it's still going to cost you a lot of money, right? So this is number one. I love this perfume, but a very daring fragrance. Very daring fragrance. I just absolutely love it. Tom Ford guys, they throw some, like daring stuff out there. Tom Ford Noir Anthracite, number one. Check it out and let me know how you like this video. And it's a bit long, but I want to tell you a story why these fragrances are special. Take care. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.